This is my 6th video. If you haven't watched all 5 other ones, what are you doing with your life? And go watch them right now. What's up, YouTube? Why is everyone so scared of everyone else? Why are you so scared? Rotate. Why are you so scared of everyone else? Don't be so scared of everyone else. Let's walk. Now, if you think about it, being scared of everyone else, I mean, what's even the point of that? Why would you do that to yourself? Because you're just limiting yourself if you're just afraid of everybody else. You know, there's, you know what? It's just another afraid person who you're afraid of, really, and they're afraid of you as well. You know, it's like a dog or something. You know, I mean, not saying that people are like dogs, but you know, the dog's probably also quite scared of you, and you know, you're scared of the dog, and the dog's scared of you. You both start barking at it. I mean, at least when I'm scared of dogs, I start barking at them, and the dog starts barking at me back. You know, it's like a. You know, it's like, what's up with that? What's up with, you know, the dog's scared of me too. Or, you know, maybe it's like a worm. Some people are scared of worms. I'm not scared of worms though. But some people are scared of worms. But, you know, just relax about it. You know, the worm's probably scared of you as well. Or the moth. I know a lot of people frightened of moths. Moth is just as frightened of you as you're frightened of the moth. Really. So, you know, what's going on there? I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, you know, but this thing actually is scary, is when you're in Europe and, you know, I mean, if you're a man and you've ever gone to the bathroom in a bathroom with more than like 2 urinals, you know the rule, right? There's a rule going on here. You can never pee next to the guy. You have to go one over. So the worst is I don't think that rule exists in Europe or like with old men. I think it's a more recent rule because like old guys always want to stand next to you and like pee with you. I mean, go ahead. Oh my. But anyway, I look like such a goof right now. Oh. But anyway, yeah, I mean, what's up with that? Guys, I have to turn around. I just walked into a dead end. But yeah, like, what's up with that? How come like French people don't know the rule about not pissing next to you? Like that's kind of freaky. I can't lie. Thank you. But yeah, that was just a thought. Yeah, my other thought is, why doesn't everybody just like, this is really unoriginal, but why doesn't everybody just not, just like, why doesn't work just start a couple hours later? And then you can just get paid more and you finish at the same time. Because that'd be great. Because then you wouldn't have to wake up early. I hate waking up early. Yep. That was embarrassing. But wait, let's flip it around. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of silly when you think about it. You know, you like, I was on the tube this morning at like 5 a.m. with all these total loser, loner nobodies, and they all just looked so depressed, and half of them were asleep on the tube. You know, I could have robbed any of them. You know, it's a real safety hazard, you know, having all these sleepy old people just sleeping on the tube in London. You know, you might get snatched or whatever. So there's something for you, I guess. What's that guy saying? But oh help.
And you have
it's like, here you go. It's a line of French people, and I reckon they all pee next to each other. It's just a
covered in.
It's just not. I'm just gonna squeeze in here. Thank you. But anyway, wait, what was I saying? So I started about peeing, then I was talking about, oh yeah, like, surely it'd be safer for everybody if you just, started work a little later and then finished at the same time, and then everybody gets a more adequate amount of sleep, making this city a safer place. Because, I mean, I was this close to robbing at least 5 of those old men. I mean, you should have just seen they had their like phone like falling out of their hand. I'm like, I could have just grabbed it up. They don't have to. No problem for them. They'll never notice, those rascals. Anyway. But yeah, and I feel like that's kind of, you tell your boss that, I want to start work like 3 hours later, so I don't have to wake up at 4 in the morning, and I want to get paid the same amount and finish at the same time. Hello, that sounds great. I'm sure you could get all the work done, if you had 3 extra hours of sleep. Are you kidding me? I'd get all the work done, easy peasy. No problem there. But, yeah, anyway, I think part of it's just that everyone's too afraid to ask for anything. Especially like in England, it's like, oh, excuse me, sir, may I please even grab a glass of water, please? Like they won't, like if you have someone over at their house, at your house, and they ask if, they're like, oh, can I have a thing of water? They ask it like it's like some illegal contraband. But, is it? No, it's not. Stop being so afraid. Just be like, yeah, of course. I'll have, hey, can I have water right now? Americans kind of say that. But also Americans demand things like Greenland. So, I don't know. It's there's some levels to it. But, crickets in my brain right now. Crickets in my brain. I've been up since, 24 hours. Crazy. I know. I'm crazy. What can I say? Little cuckoo. Wow. But, yeah. Wait, let me just flip it around.
Mr. Organic, it appears that you have flipped the camera around the wrong way. Please flip the camera 180 degrees so that we can see it the right way up, please.
Yeah, just stop being afraid of your boss and stop being afraid of people who, maybe he does have power, but you know what you should watch? Well, I don't want to sound like a total nerd telling you what to watch and being like, you didn't watch this, you're a stupid idiot. Well, you kind of are. What's it called? Office Space. That's pretty good. I feel like I relate to that one. If I ever work some boring corporate 9 to 5 and I have to fill out all my TPS reports, I definitely go crazy and, maybe end up, doing nefarious things to people. So definitely just steal stuff from work, That's another one as well. It's kind of like, we don't give you enough time off. Oh, just steal stuff from work, really. Who's going to tell you? Everyone's afraid of you anyway. Everyone's afraid of everyone. And if they're not afraid of you, to be fair, I'm telling people not to be afraid of each other, but you should make people afraid of you so you can do whatever you want. This kind of, you should stop being afraid and start making other people afraid. But then at the same time, you should tell them this message, tell them not to be afraid. And then they're like, wait, so and then they'll, they think you're crazy. They might call they might tell their therapist about you and be like, yeah, this person at work and they really frightened me. And I told my boss about him, but the boss isn't going to do anything because the boss is afraid as well. Because everyone's afraid of whatever everybody else thinks. So there's that, I guess. I bet this angle's really flattering. Anyway, that's been my YouTube video waiting for my train. So I'm gonna go edit this now, and then hopefully they'll let me on the train because I did miss my train. But you know what? I'm a pretty good blagger. I reckon I might be able to make my way onto it, but I don't think so. So we will see. Guys, pray for me. Although it's probably too late by the time you see this video. Or the 3 people who watch this video. If you got this far, this is a token for 1 free kiss and hug from me if you see me IRL. Hey, how come everybody here knows each other? What the heck?